talk about the best performer and the worst performer today, because both have interesting stories around them. Now, I know that you're a fan of REA, that you're a holder of REA. It was the best performer today, related to reporting season. What was the big takeaway for you?
Look, REA, they continue to do very well with their premium listing model. So the idea, in recent years, they had a bit of a shift in strategy whereby they would focus not necessarily on the sheer number of listings, but whether they could get more listings in the higher paying brackets.
They call it listing depth, Michael,
Sorry,
and it's with the product Premier All. No, it's interesting. I mean, I spoke to Tracy Fellows a little bit earlier, so I'm right across it. Yeah. Listing depth, that's right. It's not necessarily the volumes, because she said they did decrease.
That's right.
But this getting more depth and, you know, bigger photos and more engagement with their
That's right. So the idea is when you put your postcode in, yours comes up sort of the top of the list and you get more eyeballs and more views that way. Properties haven't been selling as quickly in recent months as well, which means the ad stays on the website longer than it was last year, where some transactions in housing are occurring very, very quickly. But this is a business that's delivered consistent earnings growth year after year, and again we saw it up around the 20% mark. Return on equity is always around the 30% level. They've got 60% margins. There's not too many business models that have those good numbers, so it's a very high quality company. I see no reason to abandon it at this stage. They did have a couple of write-downs for some of the overseas operations, but the market seemed to brush that off, and I think it was finished fairly strong.
And Tracy Fellows was very much talking, she said, to the market, but also on Sky News Business, about the their whole move into financial services, that it's really, you know, it's not there yet, but it's really paying off for them, and this is a great new stream of revenue.
Yeah, look, I'm not entirely sure how that's all going to play out, but I think they're moving into sort of mortgages and stuff like that.
They're moving into home loans.
Yeah, so look, good luck to them. I mean, mortgages is a growing space as well. Obviously, they won't be sort of taking on the credit risk and things like that, but they'll be able to rebadge it. And it's all about evolving their website and trying to clip
and locking people in.
Well, and clipping the ticket on the way in, and then they get a little trailing each year.
That's right.
But it's almost like they're becoming this whole sort of, you know, home.
All financial services
for everything. They can service you from the time you want to list, from the time you're looking, till the time you want to buy, list, and then secure finance.
They're looking at technology as well, things like virtual reality. You'll be able to go on the website and sort of get a tour of the house.
Oh, I think that's here,
that's pretty much here as well. But like get the drones and stuff now. But the thing is, 9 out of 10 real estate agents use their services, if not more. The amount of time spent on their website relative to, say, a domain is far superior. So they get the advertising, they can do financial services, they get the listing.
Their business model, as much as Domain's been a darling over the years, maybe not quite at the moment with its issues, but the way they do it through real estate agents has been a kind of a much stronger foundation, hasn't it?
Yeah, and look, the real estate agents pushed back, going back a couple of years, in regards to the sort of pricing structures and whatnot, but they managed to get through that period with flying colours, and I think real estate agents came to the realisation that there was really only one game in town, and if you wanted to sell your property and sell it at a good price, you had to basically use REA. And I think REA, as I said, they sort of changed up their business model. They had this sort of depth system, and I think that might have overcome some of the issues real estate agents had.